What is up guys, David here from Overland Nomad. I've been running the Kuat Ibex bed rack on my 2023 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X for almost a year now, and let me tell you, this rack has been through it all. Since it's on my daily driver, the Ibex sees everything. Home Depot runs, my work commute, weekly car washes, you name it. But beyond the everyday stuff, this rack has also seen some serious off-roading. We're talking beaches at South Padre Island, road tripping across California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah, tearing it through the West Texas desert in Big Bend National Park, and most recently taking on rugged trails in the remote Sierra Madre mountains of northern Mexico. First, let's go over the unboxing and installation. I filmed that when I first got the rack. After that, we'll dive into the pros and cons. Quick disclosure, Kuat did send me the Ibex to review, but don't worry, I'm going to give you the full honest breakdown, including the things I did not love.
So what we got here is we got the Ibex, the mid-size short bed number 2. This is for like, I guess, the Tacomas, for the Frontier, for the Ford Rangers. But go on their website and they have a really nice configurator where you can add your truck and you can kind of visualize how it looked like with all the options. Go check it out, it's really nice. So we got that, and then we have the crossbar riser kit. This is important if you have a rooftop tent. Let's say your rooftop tent has to go past the roof line of your truck. So I got a 5-foot bed, right? So my rooftop tent, I don't want it to overhang from this side, so I wanted it to overhang on top of the truck. You're gonna need this. This brings the crossbars higher, so your rooftop tent can go over perfectly over the top of the roof. And then on top of that, it has this really cool cross member that I'm going to show you in a little bit that's got MOLLE panels on it. So I'll show you guys how that works. We have some 2 grab handles, and we even have a bottle opener attachment. Pretty cool. And they have a lot more attachments that you can add. You can even add a bike rack on the side of it. It's got the attachment for their bike rack, which is pretty cool. I didn't get that. The only thing I am missing is the MOLLE panels. I'm going to add 2 MOLLE panels on each side. You can remove them. Those are optional and they are on their way. So I don't have them right now, but at the end, I will show you how they look on the truck. Fairly simple. You just run the bolts through the sides there, hooks up like that. Now I got to put those covers back and then repeat on that end. So let's do that, and I'm assuming we're going to do the same on the other side. So now I'm adding the actual riser part. Goes like this, and on the manual it says you can adjust the height. So pretty common sense here, adjusting the height. It's got 2 holes, it's got holes here. Fairly simple. Now with the crossbars, you're gonna add 2 of the little T-slot things, I don't know what they're called, and you're gonna add them to the actual rack, this was annoying to do. I will admit, it was kind of annoying getting it all together if you're doing it alone, and if you want to do it on cardboard. I didn't want to scratch it up, so I didn't want to move it all over the driveway, but I got that one, and it's not tightened yet. I'm gonna put that one, and then we'll see what's next on the list. So now we have the bed rack on the truck. It's looking really nice. It's not that heavy. It does require 2 people to kind of put it on top, but if you have 2 people, it's super easy. It's very lightweight. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm mounting it. Again, this is a 2023 Nissan Frontier. It's got the utility track, and I'm sure other people watching this video are going to be putting it like on Tacomas. Well, for the Frontier guys, the utility track mount won't work on this. It's too short. So it does come with both, which is great. So it does come with these, which are just the bed clamps. This works out, as you can tell. I put it over here, so let's go over here and look at it. It's fairly simple. So you got this bolt that runs and connects to this piece, and then you have these two bolts that go on the L track. which basically that's how this whole setup works with L-track and all that. So again, you take these off. There's a little rectangle, you slide them in, then you slide this in, and then you hook up the J clamp. It's fairly simple, guys, fairly simple. So I'm gonna be going ahead and doing all of them. I did go ahead and loosened up the crossbars, so it's easy to just kind of adjust where it sits. And then after I'm done with that, I think that's where I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these up. All right, so I got the whole bed rack. It's fully installed on there. So if you're just installing the bed rack with no risers, then you'd be good to go. But because we're putting the risers on, this is also required. This is gonna go from there to there, and it's got some MOLLE panels, but it's gonna give it some extra strength, especially when you're gonna have a rooftop tent on top. So now we're gonna move on over here, and I believe we're gonna be adding some T through the T slots. We're gonna add those little rectangles through here, and I think we're gonna put 2 and then 2 over there, and then that's how it's gonna attach through these holes. Well guys, it's looking really good. Attaching that took a little bit just to reach behind there and tighten up the bolts because it's a really kind of hard to reach area, but not too bad. I really like that because now I have some attachment points here. I can put whatever I want here and over there. We're gonna do some of the easy stuff. We're gonna put the 2 handles and the bottle opener. All right guys, well I'm done for the day. Tomorrow I should be getting in those MOLLE panels, so we'll come back tomorrow and finish off the video. Before I quit right now, I want to show you the handles. Man, these are sturdy. Got the little bottle opener, and we got another handle, and like I said, these are all optional. You can add multiple attachments from them, or I think you can just make some of your own. You have a lot of channels here that you can use for different things. But man, I can't wait to see the final product on this. All right, it's been about a week or so, and I was waiting to get these things. I got some fake Max Tracks, and I got some Rotopax fuel containers. I even got a water one for the track inside the utility track. But anyways, what I like about these MOLLE panels is attaching anything is really simple. You can attach whatever you want basically, because as long as it goes through here, you can attach it. And as you can see, attaching these were fairly simple, and I could always take them off if I don't want them. Makes it really, really cool. So now I can carry some fuel on the side here, and I got some traction boards on the side. And like I said, if I want to take them off, and I'm not using them for a while, then I just take them off. Or I could take the whole MOLLE panel off. It's pretty simple. Probably be a lot easier just to take the panels off themselves and put them away in storage until I need them.
All right, let's talk about the Kuat Ibex and my experience with this bed rack. Starting with aesthetics, I have to say, in my opinion, the Ibex is hands down the best looking bed rack out there. It first caught my eye at Overland Expo 2024, and I knew right away I wanted it for my Frontier. The Ibex has a sleek, modern design, not like some of the more basic racks out there that are just square tubing with no thought put into the looks. This thing really feels like it belongs on a high-end truck, like something you would see as an official dealer accessory. I've gotten tons of compliments in person about how good the Ibex looks on my truck. Now, while looks are great, functionality is obviously the top priority. Since day one, I've had a rooftop tent mounted on top, an awning on the side, plus a Rotopax and traction boards on the MOLLE panels. Not once have I had issues with weight or durability, even when I've carried 4 gallons of fuel in the Rotopax over rough trails. The MOLLE panels are awesome because they let you mount just about anything. My traction boards and Rotopax use universal mounts, and they fit the Ibex perfectly. Another cool feature is that the MOLLE panels are removable if you want to change things up, though I keep mine on because honestly they just look great. Plus, the Ibex uses T-slots, which are super versatile. You can easily add lights and tons of other accessories. Personally, I like to keep my setup simple, but I did grab the T-slot loops off of Amazon for some extra tie-down points. And if you want to take the Ibex even further, you can add Kuat's panel kit and basically turn it into a full camper shell. I would love to try that out someday. Kuat, if you're listening, hit me up for a panel kit review. Oh, and get this, you can even mount a bike rack on the sides of the Ibex. Pretty wild. Let's talk about build quality. The Ibex is top notch. It's lightweight since it's made from aluminum, but it's seriously strong. I actually had a different bed rack before this from another big brand, and it didn't feel nearly as sturdy as the Ibex. Alright, so I've covered a lot of the good stuff, but let's be real, no product is perfect. I've run into a couple of issues with the Ibex. The first one is about the crossbars. They're a bit too narrow for my liking. When I mounted my Inspired Overland Carbon Light rooftop tent, I ran into problems fitting my Kamek awning. The crossbars were just a little too short to accommodate the awning hardware. I could have shifted the tent to the side to make room, but I prefer to keep it centered over the rack. I also tried to mount a Nature Nest rooftop tent, but the riser kit got in the way of the hardware. In the end, a buddy of mine fabricated some custom mounts for the awning, and that fixed the issue. But I do wish Kuat offered longer crossbars as an option. The second issue I ran into, after a lot of hard use, the Ibex started to rattle a bit on the trail. Some bolts had loosened up over time. Luckily, I always carried the Allen key with me, so I was able to tighten everything back up on the spot. Kuat actually got ahead of this and sent out an email to customers with a fix. All it took was a quick trip to Home Depot for some Loctite. A few drops on each bolt and that was it. Problem solved in about 10 minutes. Kuat might have already updated their hardware to include pre-applied Loctite by now, so this may not even be an issue anymore. To wrap things up, the Kuat Ibex has been an awesome bed rack platform for all my outdoor adventures. From its killer looks to its rock solid performance, it's held up great. Go give Kuat a follow on Instagram, check out their products, like their bike racks, and I'll see you guys on the next one.